They are constantly stressed out. This is not just a statistics. It is the air we breathe. It can be felt in anxieties. I can see it on your faces when you leave school. You've hunted a degree. You've pushed through exams. But when you finish, there is no job guarantee. Everyone cheats in the exam room, and everyone, bribes their way into an employment space. And somebody wonders, is there something that can be done in this difficult economic time? You feel the pressure of the band, maybe to compromise your faith, to pay a bribe, to do something so that you can get ahead economically. There is this disillusionment in matters finance also is seen in the spiritual disillusionment. Now, I should also mention that we constantly want to try and pull a heavy financial burden, and when it's put on the youth, it's a problem. What if I told you that God has a plan, that you don't waste your youth in a cycle of anxiety and compromise and lack and stagnation, where there is always more month at the end of the money? God's plan, you've read it in 3 John, is that you prosper in all things. And we like to rush that text into health. Let's pose it in all things, and one of the things should be wealth. Now, you see, today, if I told you that God has given a success equation, an equation that does not focus in chasing the wagon of income, but it is on building a track of asset. You see, an asset, and here is where you start writing, is the combination of 3 things: mindset, tool set, and skill set. Say that with me. An asset equals, number 1, mindset. Number 2, tools. Which one was number 2? Tool set, and then skill set. What if young people were taught the broad principles of finances in such a way that a day like this, somebody wrote, I don't want to tell you his name, but he wrote something. It is Daniel Presley. He says, income follows assets. Like a shadow follows you. If you are tall, you have a long shadow. If you have more assets, you have more income. And so the question is, how do we build these 3 assets of income? How do we build a mindset of money? What are the tools you need for making money, and what are the skills you need for making money? That is the reason I have risen here. Is that something you want to hear? If you don't want, I will allow you. You can make better productive time. You can pick somebody, you go and talk to each other, they are cut for each other. It might be productive. But if you want to listen to this, I ask you, please listen, and listen well. I like saying that when you see and you hear, you understand 70%. How many percent? No, 60. Let me reduce it. When you see and hear, you understand 60%. But when you see and hear and say, you understand 70%. How about that? Okay, so when I ask a question, I want you to respond from back there. How many do you understand when you see, hear, and say? How many percent do you understand? You understand 70. That's a good number, but somebody wonders, how can I understand 80? When you see, hear, say, and write. How many do you understand? 80% when you see, hear, say, and write. How do you understand 90%? Somebody wonders. They are ambitious young people here. They want to understand 90% of how to make money, how to be financially free. You see, you hear, you say, you write, and you do. Now you got 90%. Let's see if you can tell me. How many will you understand when you see, when you hear, when you say, and write, and do? How many percent? 90. Is there anybody wondering, how do you understand 100%? There is a way you can understand how many percent. Let me tell it to you. When you, you guys, when you, and you, and you, and you, and you do, and you teach. The best student is the one that listens to teach. If Anything I will teach you will help you to grow from one financial status to another. You got an obligation to help someone who is struggling, who is almost depressed. There is a young person who has come here today, and he has come to give God one last chance because he has considered suicide because of difficult economic times. You are going to be my ambassadors. If I will teach you anything important today, I want you to carry it, and don't just do, but also do what? I didn't hear you. You will talk. Because I said you understand 70 when you see, when you hear, and when you say. So I want you to talk. You're going to teach. Is that right? 3 things for today. If you catch mindset, you're good to go. If you catch tool set, you're good to go. If you catch skill set, you're good to go. Let's start with mindset. Are you ready? Story. Let me go up here as I tell you. I am that preacher who walks. There are 2 kinds of cows. There's a cow who eats best when they are tied. They are called zero grazers. Many kienyeji. Me, I feed best by walking. So I'm going to tell a story from here. Those days before the aeroplanes, it would take 3 to 4 months for a voyage of a ship to move from England to, let's say, down in America. And so this young man cut his ticket and he went in. He carried enough food, and his food was a paltry popcorn. Can you say paltry popcorn? You need to have some good language, especially if you are still single, because you might need the language one day. Kujitetea mbele ya mpenzi mtazamaji. So the guy carried a paltry what? You can use those words freely ukitoka youth congress. Paltry popcorns. Sio imeingia. So at lunchtime, people went for food. The guy was eating his popcorn. People ate good food, 3-course meals. In the evening, the guy ate his popcorns. Everyone went and ate. And we were asking him, why don't you eat? He said, I don't have the money. At break time, he swallowed his popcorns. For 3 months, the guy was eating paltry angoa. The last day before the ship, the captain came and asked him, sir, we have noticed you've not been coming to eat with everybody else. Do you have special diet problems? He says, sir, you don't understand. I didn't have enough money like the rest of the people to buy the food at the cafeteria. And the captain, in anger, asked him, can I see your ticket? And the guy picked his ticket and looked and said, sir, you young man, you have missed your opportunity. Your ticket gives you right for breakfast, for lunch, and for supper. Can you imagine? And the guy has been eating a paltry for 3 months. The thing is, friends, we don't grow rich or poor based on our working behaviors. Earning with the mind. Sometimes what we know, what we do is anchored into what. There are 3 things that affect mindset. Number 1, I could tell you, perspective. How you see things, what we believe. The other one, perceptions. What do you see in yourself? Of course, the last one, persuasion. What do you tell yourself? The battle is a half won if you can believe, if you can think it. They said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So this man has swallowed popcorns for 3 months because he did not know. It's a mindset of ignorance. Well, friends, let me start here by telling you there are 5 partners of poverty. If they come around your house, move to the next house. When you see the following 5 things, you will end up poor. Number 1, ignorance. What did I say? You can't grow worse than being ignorant unless you are ugly. It can't get worse than that. Ignorant and ugly. But of course, we're not talking about ugliness here. Ignorance is one of the reasons. People are ignorant about what they have. Like the young man. He didn't know that his ticket could earn him food. And he suffered a great deal. Is there, between you and success could be one idea, could be one book. could be a knowledge area. The fact that you're doing poorly in one area is a sign that you are knowing poorly in that area. Can I say that again? Knowledge can change everything. For example, the subject of money is a language. Money is a language. If you don't understand it, you can't make it. You can't stay with money. Money will be seeing you. It will be running away. Because you don't understand the language. So, 5 pillars of and this week, chase them away from your life. Number 1, ignorance. The Bible says, my people perish financially for lack of, I didn't hear you, for lack of what? Did you read that? Which Bible verse was that? 2 Nebuchadnezzar. Of course, no, that is not Nebuchadnezzar. You know, this church, people stop reading the Bible. One day I quoted the book of Goliath, and people were looking for the book of 2nd Goliath. My friend, which book is that? My people, Hosea 4:6, my people. Who is my people? Seventh-day Adventist youth are perishing for lack of what? Financial knowledge. And now you are broke and you can't blame us. But let me tell you, friends, the text doesn't end there. It says, because you have rejected knowledge. Problem is not knowledge. Today you go into the internet, there is a plethora of information and knowledge that you can use in learning how to build yourself. We simply just don't care enough. I tell you, friends, the second partner to poverty, write this down, laziness. What did I say? Kenyans were reported on the newspaper to be working the shortest in the whole globe, 35 hours per week. People are lazy in this country. Nangojea dili ivane. Watu wanalala hii country, and then you want to have money. I have come to tell you, without work, you will be poor. Here's a good text back to relationship. First Thessalonians 4:11, it says, and if anyone, okay, first of all, it says, we commanded you to work with your hands. Whoever does not work shall not eat. You know that story? And then verse 11 says, we told you these things so that you can walk properly in the sight of those who are not Christians. And the text ends by saying, so that you may lack nothing. But the text that I want, next to it, it says, if you are not able to provide for your family, you are denied the faith and you are worse than an unbeliever. Anybody has read that text before? You know, we tell young people to avoid unbelievers. Here is a principle of unbelievers. Anybody who is not able to provide is an unbeliever. Did you hear what I said? Huh? Worse than, yeah. So come on, when a church elder, you remove them from the church book. Laziness. People don't want to work. Partners of poverty. Number 3. What was number 1? Ignorance. Number 2. Number 3, unfaithfulness. You arrive late at work, you cut deals, you know, unfaithfulness will surely lead you to poverty. Number 4, pride. When you're proud, you can't learn. You believe you are the one who knows everything and can do everything. But in the Almighty's wisdom, knowledge was not locked to one person. And so you should always be open to learning. Number 5, partner of poverty, number 5, mindset. I've come back to that again. There are mindset that if you see in somebody you are dating, if you see this mindset in someone who is your friend, run away. Number 1, the mindset called victim stroke entitlement mentality. They always blame. Why are you broke? The government, company policy, weather. Why are you single? Attack from neighboring country. That's called victim mentality. Why are you not successful? The system is rigged. Have you heard those words of we have been rigged? Nonsense. That's a bad mindset. And the mindset is also, on the other side, is entitlement. You feel people owe you. A young girl, you know, you feel we should be paying you by just talking to you. Again, nonsense. This mindset will keep you poor. Listen to me. It is a toxic mindset that paralyzes. In fact, you behave like a parasite. So many parasites. This mindset of victim and entitlement. This mindset is always feeling victimized, marginalized. We are youth, we are women. You seen that nonsense? And that is the mindset that brings the second mindset called consumer mindset. What was the first mindset you must avoid? Victim stroke what? Entitlement mindset. When you don't have money, don't say hakuna pesa. Pesa imeenda wapi, pastor? Pesa has always been there, isn't it? It is you who doesn't have the money. So ask the right question. Don't even start by, ask yourself, why don't I have money? That's the right question. You take responsibility. Are you following? Let me just deal with this. Because I am black, you've broken up with me because I am kissy. Where is that coming from? You feel someone always owes you something. Giving excuses, shifting blames. I come from a poor family, poor background. We edited last week. If you are 20 and you are poor, now you are the background. We have edited the age. You know why I edited the age? According to the Bible, a man is fully grown at 20. You would be sampled for war. And if you are 20, listen to me, and you are poor, it is up to you. It's a mindset issue. You don't like the preacher, is the one you got. Don't have another one for now. Mindset steals personal responsibility. But friends, listen. Personal responsibility is the engine for success. In the book of Genesis, the Bible talks of Joseph. It says, if anything was done in the prison, Joseph was the doer of it. That should be the book of Genesis 41:20. There's a good old Negro spiritual that says, not my mother, not my father, but it's me, O Lord. Where do you stand when it is in relationship with your poverty? Is it your mistake or you're blaming your father? I wish some of you went to my village. I would have all the reasons to blame. Let me tell you, me, I'm an orphan. Orphans are making it. Me, I'm a woman. Women are making it. Listen to me. You can't blame anyone. It's a mindset. Are you following? You don't like the lesson. It's the one I have. I'm not changing the lesson. Mindset. One mindset that will kill you is that mindset of victim. The second one. Okay, let me give it to you in the Bible. There was a man in Bethsaida. Sorry? Okay, Genesis 39:21. Okay, we'll correct you. There was a man in Bethsaida. You know the guy? You like to preach about that guy as he has suffered. You like the miracle. I have a problem with that guy. For 39 years. 39 umekaa tu hapo. Alafu akiulizwa, his answer, I have no man. I have no man. Allah. Eti when the water is shaken. Look at how Jesus responds to that guy. Let me read for you what Jesus said. Jesus told him, rise up and walk. Wacha ujinga. For 38 years, he's been waiting for the government. Now, what is the church doing? Nonsense. The church is doing nothing, I can tell you. They are electing and they are electing leaders and they are continuing. That's what the church is doing. You, what are you doing? Entitlement mentality. And you see it on the streets. When Gen Zs come out, you can see a common thread in their movement is entitlement, which is bad. Somebody must point at your eyes and tell you, besides wanting privilege, every privilege has a second coin called responsibility. You don't like this? Let me move to the second mindset. The second mindset is called the consumer mentality. What did I say? These people believe that money is for spending. The purpose of earning is to buy things. Now, there are only three things you can do with money. The stupid and poor, they waste the money. The average middle class spend the money. The rich and the wise invest the money. Can I say that again? Let's repeat that. There are three things you can do with money. Number 12, the stupid and poor waste the money. If you want to know you waste money or you have waste in your life, go to your dustbin. This country is too poor to have food in the dustbin. Waste is buying something you don't need, and then later you start telling us, oh, now munichangie, naenda ni munichangie. You wake up, you decide to collect a whole million for a wedding. Ujinga sijasema. Ujinga ni ujinga sio who collect a whole million for a wedding for me is serendipity. That is called you being able to marshal resources, to force people who don't like you to contribute. Like you guys, me, I couldn't do that. Me, I have pride. I can't go begging people for money. I mean, that's just me. But you, you can do that. The stupidity is in this, that you take the whole million and swallow it up all in one day. Iyo ni ujinga classified. Pro Max. That one I can tell you. When you get into your home, you realize it was not wise. Consumer. They think money is for spending. They call themselves third world nation. Have you heard that word, third world? You know the word third world? Third world simply means we don't produce enough. We only consume. Delilah, we just eat. If you are in a relationship, they are people who are consumers. Watch them. Even in a relationship, they just eat. Nitumie. I want to break up now, Leo. I think you will talk about that. Don't consume all that you make. Listen, friends, every money you earn is tripartite. Money has three parts. There is the past component. Any money that walks into your pocket must be used to pay bills of last week, of last month. You have lived in someone's house, pay rent, the past. The money you earn has a present component. You must pay for a youth rally today. You must have an experience of life, and life has exchange of material through money. So you must plan for the past, pay for it, pay for the present. Any money you earn also has a future component. Can I hear you say amen on that one? Anybody who eats their future is a witch. So don't eat everything. Even the ants. I have a little dog. He taught me a lesson. My dog eats chapati. So you throw for it chapati. The first one it takes, inapeleka kwa nyumba yake. Ina hide hapo. Then inakuja ku. Even dogs know this thing. Wewe. Una wipe up everything. Sahi ni 7. Leo ni tarehe ngapi? Angalia account yako tuone kawe ni consumer. Where is the money? Where is it? The question is where? Where is the money? Where is the money? It was here. I don't know where it went. You don't know. Budget is telling your money where to go. Write that down. Budget is telling your money where to go. Impulse is wondering where the money went. Third world nation. Things are always, you just, there's a guy called the prodigal son. You know him? The guy shows up to his father. He was a consumer. Daddy, give me everything that belongs to me. A few moments later, he has converted everything to cash. A few weeks later, he has swallowed everything. Then, have you read that story? Famine. I like where the famine comes. Ukisha swallow kila kitu ndio famine inakusubiringi tu inapima bado kuna 30 bob. Ukimaliza hivi. This guy was unwise. Consumer. He converted 100% of his assets to consumables. Some of you, let me tell you, your wardrobe, if I converted that to money, it could buy a plot. Kuna watu tu ni ujinga tu. But I leave that. TV yenye iko kwa nyumba yako. TV. You go on vacation. Niseme ama nisiseme? Unaenda vacation na una earn 30,000. Are you serious? Nguo ni nini? Shida sio vacation. Shida ni mwenye analipia vacation. Because hiyo 30k yako ukishaweka kwa rent, we know what is happening. We know imeisha, si ndio? Listen to me, friends. Somebody swallows their seed. Let me tell you, the best thing to do with a seed is to plant it. Investment mindset. The other mentality I want you to avoid, which mentality do I want you to avoid? Number one, entitlement. Victim. Tumenyang'anywa. Number two, consumer. Everything you get, you eat. Number three, nomadic. Nomadic, jamaa hana address. For the last 15 years, or the last 5 years, let's use 5 years for your age, he has been working 5 jobs. Anaanza hii anaacha. He just moves. And I want you to watch them even in relationships. Ukiona jamani nomadic, achana na yeye. Ni kama Masais. They don't care how the grass grows. They camp there, wakishakula kila kitu, they move. They don't care. They don't have a discipline of going deep and growing with something. Let me tell you, today you see me rising to stand and speak. This message, I have written it. It has taken discipline of many years of calibrating language. There was a time I would stand up to speak, my brain sits down. Wewe umeanza kitu, leo unapiga picha, kesho umeenda theology, next day unaanza nguo, nomadic. Settle. I am telling you, take one thing and go deep with it. You will grow. 5 years. Give it 5 years. Don't think, well, of course, there is the other side. If it's an employer, you stay as long as it is meeting your objective and things like that. But there is an unnecessary movement, a vagabond way of life where you think the grass is always greener on the other side. This is a bad mentality. It will keep you broke. Listen to me. If you are wandering without any plan to own anything, all you do is to wipe your resources and move on to the next place without thinking how it was generated. This is bad for you. You want a fixed address. You want to be known for something. You want stability in purpose. That's how money is made. Biblical example, Lot. I know you preach Lot, but let me tell you, one day they had a lot of money. They went to the mountain. Abraham told him, you look, ukiona ile place iko green, wenda huko. Ukienda huko, mimi ndaenda huko. You know the story? Lot chose, where did he choose? Don't say Sodom. He chose the plains before Sodom was destroyed. There was a nice place. The problem is this guy. When he went there, he didn't cultivate. Kumbe jamaa alikuwa na hide behind Abraham. He didn't have his own success plan. He swallowed everything. Akaona imeisha. Akasema, wacha tuende tujaribu huku Sodom. That's how he found himself inside Sodom. Nomadic. And it was bad for him. I want you to avoid. Ukiona mtu nomadic, how do you tell someone is nomadic? But can I hear you on that one? And I notice you guys have very good questions online. I want to answer some of them here and some are behind. I have many more here. So can you write some more for us? Because I'm about to finish this session. I want to leave you with how to build mindset. But the mindset you must avoid is nomadic. How do you deal with nomadic mindset? Choose one path and commit to it. Even in relationships. Don't go looking and just pick one and settle. All these people are the same. They are all idiots. Kwani, who do you think I'm saying are idiots? Okay. This one, I want to reduce my volume on. Another mindset will kill you. Another mindset will kill you. And zimekufa at once. And I'm using a lot of energy to hold them than to speak. Please ongeza volume kidogo. I'm straining my voice a little bit. Just add their volume a little bit. Volume. Okay. The other mindset I want you to avoid that will not take you anywhere is called the salary mindset. What did I say? Salary mindset. The core belief here is my job is my safety. As long as I have a paycheck, I am safe. Is that true? Of course, this is the most subtle and dangerous disease because it feels like you have wisdom that when I have a paycheck, I am safe. But the truth is this. Salary is slavery. In fact, the work of your employer is to make you tired, not to make you rich. You didn't hear that one. If something happens to you, the only thing your employer owes you is 1 minute of silence. And in that minute, they are thinking of how to replace you. And so during the year, they do something wise that a lot of you don't see is wise. They give you something called leave. Can I define what leave is? You should practice how to live. That means we can survive without you. That's what they are simply declaring. But some of you think, my friend, employment is good because you don't take the risk. However, if employment is the ultimate and penultimate game for you, you're gonna be poor. There are skills of growing rich as a career person. However, they all sit outside the employment. There are 3 ways of making money. Write them. Number 1, you can work for someone. It's called employment. Number 2, you can work for yourself. It's called entrepreneurship or business. Number 3. Are you ready for number 3? Tell me number 1. How do you make money? Oh, kumbe you are following. Okay, before I come back to how you make money, can I tell you how not to make money? Anybody wants to hear how not to make money? Number 1, you can't be wealthy by inheritance.
1, 2, check my check 1, 2.
You inherit stuff, Joe. What if it doesn't die? And you can't grow old by inheritance. Number 2, by marriage. Marriage is not a pathway to wealth. It's a consumer mentality. Number 3, you can't grow wealthy by fraud in bracket. Fraud is included in bracket. Can I give you fraud? Gambling. Only fraud. Fraud, they pick 100 idiots. They take money from them. They reward 2 idiots. The rest of you cry. The only people who benefit from betting are the betting companies. So you only fraud. So those are the 3 ways of not getting rich. Question, how do you get rich? Make money by, number 1, work for someone. And it's good to start by working for someone. I'll be humble to move to that microphone because this one has really strained
1, 2.
Lakini sasa mimi mtaniweka hapa eti mmenilock hapa hivi. Hebu nijaribu. Ongeza volume bana. Wacha tunibaki na hizi because my time is short. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey. Yes, Kristo, I know sipo. Okay. There are 3 ways of making money. Please remind me. Number 1, you work for who? Someone else. Why should you work for someone else? You sharpen your skills, you learn a few skills, you network. And so one of the best things when you're working for someone, don't work to earn, but work to learn. Write that down. What did I say? You guys are good. Work to learn, not just work to earn. The second way of making money is entrepreneurship. You start a business. In starting a business, I'm looking for where I was. Where were we? Where were we? Work for yourself. You got it. Working for yourself. It's called entrepreneurship. The problem of us, we think entrepreneurship is I got a product. Ni promote. So umeanza kugrind njugu. Product. My friend, entrepreneurship is a whole discipline on its own. For you to work for yourself, you need not only the product. Number 2, you need a system. What did I say? A system that delivers the product. The same thing that you do for your employer. Copy him closely. Learn how KUTRRH makes money by hiring doctors as you go there to work as a doctor. That was a personal sermon. Nimeanza kuwa personal. So you don't only need product, you need a system. Did you hear that? You also need to learn what is called cash flow. How much money are you making? How much are you going to pay for rent? How do you do your markups? So some people get into entrepreneurship, they don't know how to read numbers. Simple numbers reading. And you can start that at home. Simple profit and loss account. Do you remember anything like that in school? Okay, let's leave profit and loss. Let's deal with trial balance. Who remembers trial balance? Now, trial balance, you can do that, your own trial balance.
Check 1 2.
Command. Trial balance ni ile asante. Unaenda home, unahesabu your assets. You list them on one side. You own shoes 20 bob, suit yako ya 350. Unaandika one side asset, Alafu hii side ingine ni liability. Loan, sawa? Alafu unafanya a simple subtraction. Asset minus. If you get a negative, it's a good way to start. Important financial knowledge. You don't need school for that, isn't it? You might realize you have nothing and you have been, na umetulemea hapa na huna kitu. Hiyo gari umenunua ni loan. I'm coming to that one. So I want you to, if you're going to do your own business as an entrepreneur, build systems, learn cash flow, set up communications. How will people know that you have a product? How will we know? That's a communication system, how to sell. You need to know all these things. And then, of course, you need to work in organizing teams, people who are better than you. That is the life of an entrepreneur. If you don't make money by being employed, you can make money by working for yourself. But the one I want to teach is number 3, where your money works for you. It's called investment. Do you remember the master who gave 3 servants his talents? That guy was an investor. He went away, but he came back and his talents multiplied. They were 8, for he gave 1 5, you remember? The other guy he gave, when he came back, this guy had multiplied to another 5. So 8 plus 5, 13. This guy brought another 2. So 13 plus 2, 15. Let's give him some time. He went away for how long? 3 months. And he had 8 talents. They have moved to 15 talents. Just one shot. Now listen, friends. The meaning of that story is this. That we should not just, there are some jobs that are fallen. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's a poverty proverb. The proverb should also think about, don't just have, carry as many baskets so that when you wako na eggs, wafanye nini? Waweke kwako, sindio? Oh, you didn't hear that one. Hiyo mtacheka mkitoka hapa. That one is deep, sindio Paul? And there are people who didn't get it. By the way, kauja cheka, tunafaa kukucheka. So let's move back up. The nomadism will kill you. Let me just give you 2 more mentalities. The one that I was talking about is salary mentality. The problem of salary is you don't decide how much. By the time they are announcing the job, they have already fixed the salary to an amount. You decide it. Number 2, know your talents and your gift. I learned late enough that I can be paid up to 110,000 shillings for my 1 hour speech. You know what they pay my employment? But I'm both employed, but I also do my own things. Salary is not a reflection of your true potential. Salary can be stopped, delayed, reduced, cut short, and they can decide not even to pay it at all. Salary, hata ukiwa CFO of a company, you can't translate it to your children. Sasa mimi natoka job, my boys, nyinyi ndio next CFOs. But ukiwa na business and investment, you can. Following this wisdom. This is wisdom afternoon. Salary, I am telling you, for you to increase it, you have to do the following. Either you have to go on strike and don't go alone. You have to go on strike every time you want it to increase, isn't it? You guys should be wiser. If I were you, I would use the 3 means of building money. I would work for someone to learn the skills. I would set up my business and then I would invest. But now that you have a salary mentality, we utabaki tuna salary na Mungu akubariki. Nitawaacha hapo. The other mindset I needed to deal with is the materialism mindset. The facade of false prosperity. If I look wealthy, I am wealthy. Is that true? Huh? So the guy spends more time on his You didn't get that one. Like me, I have a problem if you spend an hour on the mirror. I wish you knew what you can do with 1 hour if you are cleaning your brain. If you are learning something serious. 1 hour. Yani kijana amemea ndevu and it takes 20 minutes and tengeneza ndevu. Na umwambie hebu toa 1000 hana. Hata unafaa kurudi home. Uone kama ndevu itakusaidia kwa village. 1000 hauna and you're above 25. Did you know that between 0 to 25 is called the earning age? Sema earning age. Not earning, sorry. Learning stage. Did I say earning? No, earning is from 25 to 40. I wanted to say something on the learning stage. By the time you reach 25, learning is not equal to education. Education locks you on walls of I don't know what. You must reproduce somebody's idea. In fact, the people who benefit from education are professors because their ideas are repeated at their cost and their pockets don't have money. Unless they are investors, unless they are businessmen. I know what I'm talking about. There's a day I sneaked into a professor's payslip and I was angry on his behalf. Because their ideas are repeated and they benefit at different levels because they feel they are great, they have contributed, even if they are not implemented. However, listen to me. Learning, don't let your education come in between you and learning. The difference between education and learning is this. By 25, you should have a skill you can trade and you should be paid for. Can I say that again? By age 25, you should have a skill you can trade, an ability to solve a problem, and you should be paid for it. If you have not learned a skill, you are gonna remain poor and you must learn fast. Good learning will lead to good earning. Between age 25 to age 40 is your earning age. Do everything to compound your earning every year. Ask yourself, how can I add 10,000 shillings on my earning this month in my economy? I think it is evil to wait for a whole month to be paid once. And you're always paying bills every day. In my thought, I think that is very evil. I think as you pay, you should earn, isn't it? Why are you only thinking pay as you earn and you don't think of earn as you pay? This audience is mko down bana. I'm get wisdom, sindio? Let me tell you. You should ask yourself, don't wait for the employer. Mwaka imeisha. Jamaa anakutokezea mudomo yake iko hivi. Eti cost of living adjustment. Na umekuongeza 3K. Kwa salary 3K after a whole year. Let me tell you, that thing is evil. You should not accept it. You must, I'm not saying you go, just saying, organize your life in such a way that the money that comes to you represents your true potential. Hiyo shetani hataki msikie. And as I will not strain my good voice. It is pretty and precious. It still needs to be heard. A Christian should earn as much as he can. He should save as much as he can. He should give as much as he can. Did I hear that? Did I say that right? So don't be satisfied with paltry popcorns. The question is, how do you make money? But before that, let me finish with this materialism because it's killing us slowly. It is you compete to impress until you are depressed. What you own, you don't know. You keep borrowing, you just want to show a flashy life. I still remember a young man who borrowed money. Pray for this thing, eh? Yeah, there's a young man who borrowed money to bring his girlfriend to meet us. No, he borrowed a car. Sorry. He borrowed a car so that he could drive his girlfriend to meet us. So I don't know what he wanted to prove. Maybe the the problem is this. Before we could finish the talk, we were going to have a serious relationship talk. Before we could finish the talk, the owner of the vehicle was calling. Friends, The problem of materialism is it's not true. Everything is fake. The wealth status that people display out here is fake. And this matter of fakeism, sijui mlitoa wapi. The face is fake. The hair is fake. The nails are fake. Everything is artificial. Artificial beards, artificial hips. Even intelligence today is artificial. Let me tell you, if you spend all your money on appearance, you will be poor. But I leave you to think about those 5 mindsets. Let me rush and tell you about where money is found. There are 5 places where money is found. Write this quickly. I think this is where I will stop today, so that when you see them, please look keenly. Whenever you see these 5 places, look keenly. Chances are you will find some money in there. Are you ready? Money is found in, number 1, money hides in problems. Money is a reward for solving problems. The level of problem you solve determines the level of money you have. Solve small problems and small money. Did you know that the doctor earns from your health problems? Did you know that the restaurant earns from your hunger problems or appetite problems? Even the... Hello. I'm the one teaching, man. I am saying the landlord... This one is beating people shock, man. The landlord earns from your homelessness. And you know there are only 3... There are only 3 people... If it works, just bring it. There are only 3 people that are called lords in this world. The Lord of heaven, and landlord, and the Lord in the court. You know that? And those people check, can 1, actually 2. Mess up your life.
Check 1, 2. 1, 2.
There's a book coming up that we are writing called Riches in Relationships. It will be released next week, the other week. Next week. On our anniversary. Riches in Relationship. Ongeza volume kidogo. Okay. I'll just try and be patient with this because it's possible. This is important. If you solve global problems, you'll get global money. If you solve Githurai problems, you only get Githurai money. So this is the mindset that I came to bring to you. I want you to live here knowing you are a solution provider, not a complainer. So if you don't solve problems, you will not be given anybody's money. I want you to think through, what frustrations do people go through? How can I help them? Now, I sat the other day and I thought through problems of young people. And I put together a course. Some of you joined it. It's called How to Monetize Your Passion.
How to monetize your passion.
I was paid for teaching people how to discover their talents or their passion. I was paid for teaching people how to develop their talent and how to deploy it for service and for impact, income, and influence. I am telling you, if you go home and you're always complaining, hii kitu haina, hawana serikali, you will not find solutions. Nobody will pay you for talking about problems. People will pay you for finding solutions about problems. Things that frustrate people are opportunities for making money. Number 2, money is found in people. Money is found in problems. Number 2, money is found where? So if I were you, unaona yule mtu wa Facebook ama wa social media, I want problems. You know that guy? I want problems. If you can look enough, unaona kama hii stuff ya, you can see we're already having a problem here. Somebody can think through it and solve for us this problem in the next rally. So this time you just call Maria and say, Nili notice PA iliwasumbua. I am giving you a PA.
Hello.
But I'm also doing for you a poster. Hello. Is that right? Give me all the mics. Lazibeba zote.
Hello.
Can you set it in
Give me the cable. Where's the cable from?
Hey, it's almost beating me up, man. Are we safe? Wacha nibaki na hii. Injili lazima iendelee. you know, if you guys, some of you, if I were you, I would have asked, how many people are coming here? Kuna mtu angekuja na food packaged. Because there was hunger problem here over lunch. Alafu mnakuja mnasema, oh share, so you pray about it. That is poverty mindset. Somebody could have set up a professional caterer, 200 bob. Unakuja una set up mapema wamepika hapo. You do think you'd have been chased away? Problems. I want you to think with that lens. Number two, I want you to know money hides in people. By the way, everybody here has money. You must find a way of transferring the money from their pocket to yours without kuwapiga ngeta. And that leads me to number three. Where money is hidden? Products. You must have something with which to exchange for their money. Do you know how many people are here? If 100 of you buy the product I put online at 100 bob, I got my flight to Mombasa today. I don't have to struggle at you. That is 10k, isn't it? You just need to learn to create a product. If you don't have a service to offer, people will always stay with their money and you'll always stay with your poverty. Did you hear what I said? So let me ask, is there anybody, I'm going to give someone here a chance. Is there anybody here who has a product? Please put up your hand and come here quickly. I want to teach you a lesson that you will forever be appreciative of. Any young person who has a product, please come quickly. I'm on the count of 5. I'm going to give you some, sorry? A product or a service. Number one, I'm counting at, please come running. I'm going to give you the best opportunity you'll never get. Any young person who has a product, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take these 3. Please, when you mrudi, please go back. Go back. Please go back. Please go back. I'm going to work with you. Come. You guys stay. I want 5. Please, you go back. Thank you. People will not trust you. Listen. This is a mess up. This boy is a mess up here. Come, I'll teach you a business lesson. Come, I'll teach you a business lesson. You want people to trust you. There are 3 stages on trust. Number 1, competence. Say that with me. Competence means you can deliver, isn't it? Number 2, people trust you because of character. Say that with me. Character. The ability to give integrity behind your business. So if I said, watch how you wabaki, it is good order for you. People will think we will cut corners. I want to take that lesson home, but we'll retain you here because you allowed us to use you. Thank you for your humility. I'll give you the other C. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you a minute to announce your product. My name is Jared. Come here. Don't blame the thing. Just continue. Just 1 minute. We don't announce your product.
My name is Jared Onjula. I have a product called GPOS Hotel ERP. It is a software for helping whoever is in a business of hospitality. If you run a restaurant, a hotel setup with accommodation and conferencing, if you want to organize now the operations, streamlining your operations from the point you buy items to the point they leave, the point the customer gets to your hotel and the point he leaves, organizing all that into a systematized way. Okay, now we got you covered. It is called GPOS Hotel ERP software.
Hi, my name is Maria Stacy. Our company is called Astoni. We provide branding services to companies, and we help you, as your company, to have the correct branding material for your brand image. Yeah.
My name is Caleb. I have a company called Hotelsat. I do design, I do web development, and IT consultancy.
Okay. Once again, my name is Caleb too, but Caleb Bongoro. I'm a real estate professional I'm a real estate agent by profession. So my products are majorly houses, luxury homes for rent and for sale across Nairobi. And also, second product is a chemical called super plasticizer or high range water reducer. It's a chemical used in majorly in residential, housing. for concrete production, ready mix.
This one. That's counting a minute for you each. Your minute is going.
Okay, my name is Bifon. I'm a film producer. I have a company called The Mindsets Production. We have produced a movie called He Imenda, and it's found in usani.mindsets.ke, called He Imenda, and it's only going for 99 shillings. You'll get it there.
Continue. Your 1 minute is going. Don't.
Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel Nyande. Unafinya computer natoa pesa. I deal in IT products, including the hardware, that's computers and phones, and also offer IT solutions and softwares. My shop is based in iconic Business Plaza, Moy Avenue, 2nd floor. You can follow us on social media platforms at Laptop Garage Technologies.
Well, let's give them a clap. 2 of these guys have graduated. Unfortunately for me, the one that I almost sent away is the best of them. They have lost important opportunity. Lesson for you today. People don't buy products. People buy solutions. So you came telling us your name is, we don't care. My product is, we don't care. Ask them, do you have this problem? I can help you this way without going through the common hurdles. Call to action. You can find us at. Given 1 minute, always tell them what to do. This guy scored the highest. Short, sweet, he imeenda. Anybody can remember he imeenda? I'm going to give you the minute again. This guy also did well because in the 1 minute, let me tell you, branding is for people to be part of your story. So you want to invite them to do something. What problem are they facing? Is that right? How do you solve it, or do you solve it? And when you solve it, I'm going to give you a template. I want us to try again. I'm going to give you the minute again. This is called a business minute. I help any person stuck with their finances to start a side hustle. Possibly they can earn up to 100K per month without the need of capital or leaving their jobs. If you want to be part of that program, send the message monetize your passion to 0705. Can I see you sending 693939? That was not an example. That's a truth of something I did last week. I help people who are stuck in their jobs, unemployed, start a business in their area of a side hustle in the area of their passion. They can possibly earn up to 100K a month without capital or quitting their job. If you want to be in that program, send a text right now with the words monetize your passion to 0705 693939. I'm going to give you this mic again. Let's see if you'll do well in marketing. You know, I don't think it's wise that we gathered all these people and someone only benefits and your products don't benefit. So let's do that again, starting from this side. Now you have 30 seconds. Now we don't need your name, isn't it? Nobody cares about the people, the process, and the presentation. Tell us the problem you solve, how you solve it, can I relate with it, and where do I get it? Continue.
Do you need a laptop that will put your products and hustle to the at the global stage? Reach out to us at 011-1580-906 to give you a reliable laptop that will solve all your money problems.
That was nice, isn't it? Yeah, this. Continue. Just do that again. Yeah, just continue.
Okay. So, sahii uchumi ni mbaya, alafu mmeboeka, alafu wengine wanalia shida. Ukitaka kufurahia, kubambika, unaweza enda watch the film He Imeenda. It's a very interesting film, a comedy one. So you can get it from usani.mindsets.ke /He Imeenda, or ukitaka link naweza kutumia kwa WhatsApp, unaweza text 011 575 2377. Thank you.
Unahangaika kutafuta nyumba ya kurent, alafu unahangaika kutafuta shamba ya kujenga ama ya kulima. Nitafute saa hii tuongee.
These guys are good. I want you guys to join my business school. Eh? Yeah, I'm going to give you a free ticket on that course. Continue. Just continue.
Okay. You have a business, and the people who only buy from you are the ones around you, and you want the margin to grow. We are here to make you grow by expanding your reach. We build your business, we grow your business through web design and redesigning.
Maria.
Umefungua business ya peanuts na high peak. Talk to us, we will find the right stickers for you, we'll find the right packaging for you, and we'll find the right packages. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, packages, right? Yeah, and packages for you so that you can sell your peanuts and reach more people.
Excellent. Last one, I still have one more. These guys are good. Let's appreciate them, Bana.
After you do all that and you have your business ready, usisumbuke na mambo za paperwork. Now that is where we come up with the systems. You heard the speaker talk about systems in a business, right? That is now where I come in. Now I come in at the tail end of these guys. Now to help you move from point 0 now to the toppest point.
Thank you, guys. I want to give these guys, for the sake of this audience and the honor you gave us, I want to bring this down. For the sake of this audience and the honor you gave us, I already closed that program of Monetize Your Passion. But I want to open it for you if we can have you guys send requests, text to me. But for these people who have allowed themselves to be used, I'll give you free ticket into that program. Is that okay? Please be seated. I want to thank you. That's how we learn. There's a lot more to learn about money, and I think we can arrange another time. So all I need you to know, money is found in problems, money is found in products, money is found in people, money is found in potential, gifts, your talents. I got a talent of speaking. You have a talent. It just needs to be discovered. And that's why I did that whole course. So you need to know that your gold is tied to your gifts. Your profit is tied to your potential. The earlier you start to know how to be paid for what you love doing, the earlier you can make money. Lastly, friends, you need to have products and services, but also have production and love to work. With that, I hope you will go home and today start the mindset of building money. When I come back, I will teach you the tool set and the skill set. But those who join that course of mine, they get all that lesson for free. Let's try and see if we can answer some questions here, and then we run away. Honeycomb. Question number 1. How does insurance company like Britam work? They insure products. Can money be contaminated working for an Indian to pay tithes? For the sisters working in Arab countries, the money is not able to change their life. Pay school fee, it just disappears. Now, let me tell you, it doesn't matter how much you earn, it is how well you retain and multiply the money. It doesn't matter how much you earn. I don't believe in all these things. You can start from the lowest if you know how to manage your money. There's a tool, I think I sent this to Miriam. There's a tool I'm giving out for free called the Intentional Spending Tracker. You can get it for free, and then there is a video that comes with it on how to use that intentional spending tracker. If you earn any money, put 50% to fundamentals, the things you must pay for, rent, commute, food. Put 30% to fun, the cloth you must add, the Wi-Fi, things you can work without, but budget them. Put 20% to the future, where you are going. Well, that should do. Let me just go quickly. To some extent, men tend to fear Visionary, independent ladies. Is it so, and why? Well, there is a possibility. I should answer that together with, what do you advise on men who think they should be earning more than their wives? Well, the truth is this: even in marriage, there are seasons where, like we started, I was the only one earning. Now she's also earning. So in the marriage season, these things change. And a man should not be scared of a lady because she's earning. I think what we need to learn to do is how to empower each other. I have seen her grow from, I married her when she was still in campus, in 4th year. Now she has finished 3 masters. I ain't scared because I'm also growing. So this mindset of when someone grows, you don't grow is, it's called what kind of mindset? I'm looking for the word. Scarcity mindset, that when someone gets you, you miss. We must be able to help others to grow. That's all I can say about the question. Is there another question?
I've been employed for 7 months, and in
Ama, what we should have done, let me see. Yeah, we have the rest of the speakers also have their questions. If they can just come up front so that this last part is spent this way in answering the questions. Pastor, please join us. We can just sit. I'm told sitting will be better. We've answered that. So if we were to discuss other salary, I think this one we have discussed. So let's sit and also give Pastor Nyangoka an opportunity and a mic. Can I sit here because this one is not moving long enough? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're ready to go. You can, yeah. Yeah.
All right, someone is asking, what is it wise to discuss each other's salary? What if the wife earns more than the husband? I will answer the part on discussion. Nakedness also applies to our finances. I was telling somebody asked, what happens if your husband took you out on a date and he didn't pay the bills? I'm like, I'll just swipe his card because I have details to his card. So in a marriage, it is important to discuss the salaries. And even when you're dating, please ask the source of where the money is coming from for you to be taken out. Don't just eat and you don't know how much this guy earns, where he's getting the money from. Did he just gamble the previous night?
Let's have Pastor Nyangoka doing one question.
Thank you, Swali. As a youth, is it bad to go watch football games on a Sabbath? Yes, it is wrong. Make the Sabbath remain sanctified. Unapoenda kuwatch mpira, do you glorify God? No. Kwa hivyo usiende kuwatch mpira on a Sabbath, remain in the church.
Pastor, let me stretch your answer. Watching football is a waste of time.
Another question. Is it appropriate to start Bible study using your own Facebook account? Yes. And give personal view? No. Biblical view.
That's nice. There's another question here. I've been employed for 7 months, and in this 7 months, I have a project to start with my salary. Am I on the right track? I want to aim higher, please. I think I like this attitude. This is the intended change that we need, that your money is not just being swallowed, but you start projects with it. You may need guidance. I could refer you to a book that you can use in helping you making that transition when you're starting the project. So please look for me just before I leave. Unfortunately, I'll sit in this panel for about 20 minutes and we'll have to leave because I'll be catching a flight. So this is a person I would want to help mentor so that you start your project nicely. Everybody should be able to do this. Translate your salary into a project, into an investment. Thank you.
Most of us are unemployed. Can we get ways of improving finances?
Most of us are employed. Can we get ways of unemployed, ways of improving? First of all, if you are unemployed, you are making a suggestion that the only way of earning money is employment. We have agreed there are 3 ways, isn't it? 1, you work for someone. Number 2, you start your own venture. Number 3, when you earn some money, you put it to investment. So yes, there is a path even for those who are unemployed to solve problems, to give products and services to people, to learn how to turn their talents into income. And so if you didn't send a text, then you've just missed an opportunity. Did you know that the word poor, P-O-O-R, spells passing over opportunities repeatedly? I thought you should know. Here is an opportunity for you to dig deep into your assets, into your talents, and start a business. I don't think there should be anybody who should say, I am unemployed, so I can't earn. Not only is employment employment is not the only way of earning. Let's get another question from Pastor.
Asante. Mwingine anauliza swali, mbona kanisa isungumzi kwa mambo ambayo yanazidi kuendelea Kenya? Tumeanza this. The church has a hierarchy and a protocol now to address issues. We cannot address issues vile unavyotaka. No. The church kuna vile watazungumza na wataandika. Na ni watu wawili peke yake. Even our president cannot speak about those issues. Moja anaongea, the second Samuel na first Samuel. Unajua Samuel Misiani, Samuel Makori. First Samuel and the second Samuel. Thank you.
Should you give priority to build your own house or start a business, or continue supporting your siblings and supporting parents right after marriage? What's the priority and what's the boundary?
Yeah, that question is a good one because it talks about priority, and I'll talk about the things you've listed here. The priority number one, if you are young, you want to establish yourself in stable income stream. So you should be earning, you should be working to earn. If you're below 25, you should put some more effort in learning, because the best investment you can do is to invest in yourself. But there are things you've mentioned here, building your own house. Now, the concept of building is an important one because it will reduce for you the rental cost of every day. However, the capital required in building is so high that you need specific knowledge and procedure of coming to the point where you build. As I speak to you, I came from my own house and home where I built. So one of the things that young people don't know is that you can build without taking a loan, because that loan can sink you deeper. If you must take a mortgage, ensure that that mortgage is not too long. Over 25 years is long enough. If it's a mortgage, let it not take over 25% of your salary. However, if you ask me, all the assets that you use to make life comfortable should be built by your business. So the right order is this: earn money, build business, let the business buy for you, build for you an asset. On parents, I want you to give an answer on that one. Should I support my parents?
I think it is important to support your parents, but support people, parents, siblings, without transferring the problem to yourself. So for example, you find a story of the Good Samaritan in the Bible. The Good Samaritan helps this wounded person, but first of all, he calculates the cost. He asks, how much is it going to cost? Then he does not pick that man and bring the man to his house, because that would be transferring the problem to his house, isn't it? Then he still helps anyway, without bringing that man to himself, without saying, okay, now I'll take care of you for the rest of your life. Yeah, so you meet the specific need without transferring the problem or making the need bigger.
Does Pastor have another question?
Thank you. The last question. Is it good to monetize evangelism? Asante. Nauliza swali mzuri. Kama anataka kufanya evangelism kwa TikTok, YouTube, au Facebook, is it right to monetize? Yes. Endelea kufanya hivyo, hata mimi hiyo ndio ni advertise my business.
Yes, go ahead.
Hata mimi hiyo ndio kazi nafanya. By the way, ninapoenda live moja kwa TikTok, ile pesa kidogo naweza withdraw 7,000. One live. Ile ambayo naenda na ni gifts watu wanatuma. Nikiweka videos per month, I earn 13,000 from YouTube channel. My YouTube channel. Ndio maana kila siku naweka video. Facebook leo asubuhi ndio nimemonetize. So as you do evangelism, monetize your social media. Unaleta watu kwa Kristo na unapata supu.
Excellent.
On friends, you could stay with us because you could help us with some of the questions. Sometimes we become rich and they are poor. The others don't become rich. Can we maintain the friendship without envy?
Okay, so you have become rich and your friends are not rich, and you want to keep friendship. I think at that stage where if your change of status changes how you view people, then that is materialism. For me, what what I earn does not dictate how I interact with people or how I make friendships. However, there's something called the law of averages, the people you associate yourself, the inner circle. If all your friends get married this year, chances are you'll be the one to get married next year. If all your friends become millionaires, chances are you'll become the next millionaire. If all your friends become idiots,
All right. What's the effect of fornication in marriage?
no, there is nothing like fornication. Oh, if you fornicated earlier, then you get married.
Yes.
Is that the question?
Yes.
And I like the way this guy has asked the question. What you do outside marriage is called fornication or adultery. So the result is, before marriage, you need to know that you will be burnt. Number two, there are more success in marriage when you don't have marriage is not a marathon. You don't need experience, you don't need to warm up. So when you get there and you have warmed up so much, you will be frustrated. You will have problems of even experiencing pleasure. So this is a very good question for young people to consider. There are things called sexually transmitted demons. So people think that premarital sex gives you experience. No, it gives you baggage. There is a scent that you will feel. You know, the reproductive system is the only system with CCTV cameras. I thought you should know. But now I'm not talking about this. I think I'll talk to you about that later. The reproductive system has a way, when you get into the act, the body opens certain valves and certain avenues of noting everything around the circumstance and around the event. It takes the sense, it takes the feelings, it takes the environment around. A few moments later, you get married. You realize you now cannot function until you feel the smell you felt, the scent that guy came with. And then you realize now the Bible is true and you are a liar. That the person who commits fornication has committed sin against his own body. There is a lot more I could talk about that. Maybe we just move to the next one. Pastor has another one?
I'll answer this one before Pastor. Okay. Somebody is asking, for how long should I wait to be intimate with the person I love? Wait until marriage. So if you're going to wait, marry after 5 years, you have 5 years. So wait until you get married, because the baggage that fornication gives is actually robbing of yourself joy inside marriage. And many times when sex happens outside the boundaries of marriage, you will even start hating one another. It becomes like a Tama and the brothers situation, where somebody you really loved before, immediately after the act, you now hate them with more hatred than the love that you had. So if you really love this person, please wait until you're married. And sex in marriage is beautiful. You will not regret it. I will assure you 110%.
Can I add something? Maybe the intimacy this person was referring to is kissing, but to that one I'll respond. If you want to avoid the premarital sex, avoid the premarital kiss. For why should you turn on engines if you're not taking the journey? You know, that is small bad stewardship. Those of you who have vehicles, you can't go and you've just turned on your vehicle now in Alia too, you know. So you want to wait. Now, I also wanted to mention that it's important for you to know that you need to be wise in a relationship, so that there is a sister of mine who says, kuna watu wanapeana mwili mahali roho inahitajika, na wanapeana roho mahali mwili inahitajika. So be wise to know if the person wants mwili and you are a Christian does not operate in the flesh. Let's get another one from Pastor.
Inawezekana mwenye ameuliza swali hilo ashaonja matunda tayari.
Atujui Pastor. Hiyo ni swali tu.
A question, why don't Adventist men not approaching ladies?
Hey.
Not yes. Kwa nini wanaume wa Adventista they are not approaching Adventist what? Ladies. Number one, because of fear. Wanaogopa. Number 2, past experience walioipata, so hawataki kurudia. Wanasema Waadventista ladies wote they are not romantic. Who told you to test all? Nani alikwambia ujaribu wote? The other one ni kwamba labda self esteem yake iko too low, ama kuna mengi ambayo aliyoyapitia na wasichana ambao ni Waadventista, sasa hataki kuwaona. By the way, men, Adventist men, sitapata nafasi ya kuambia, when you are taking these ladies out, don't wear your suits and ties na kubeba vitabu ya Ellen White.
Amen.
Enda nje kusocialize. Vaa tracksuit, enda cheza na mtu wako. Beba yeye gongo. Cheza kalongolongo. Peana flowers. Wacha kuanza kuuliza lesson ya Thursday ilikuwa kaa huko na lesson. Lesson wacha kanisani.
Amen. There's another question here.
Kidogo tu pastor. Wafla Faith Kaisa.
Okay.
Wafla Faith Hakasa. Tafadhali your school ID is here. Okay. Thank you.
Please don't bring any more questions, but we want to give you our numbers. You can always reach out to us directly. We will be able to help. Check us on social medias. But before that, how far should we spend on dates, gifts during relationship? This is a good question. By all means, don't be stingy. Eti umenunulia mtu 100 bob slippers. Mki break up, you want it back. That is poverty. That is poverty. So, look here. That servant in the morning, he declared and said, look here, he had carried camels. Can you imagine? Akaanza kupeana gift. Hata huyu msichana hajakubali. And he says, the Lord, my master has put all his gifts in my hands. Let me tell you, if you're in a relationship, one of the things you must look out for is unscripted kindness and unthoughtful and requited generosity. Can I say that again? You want someone who is willing to give. Having said that, if you go out for a date, each of you has a responsibility over that date. Yeah. However, if you have met close to each other and you are close, you can disclose to your partner, leo mi niko broke, niko na 200, twende kibandaski. So it's not a rule that somebody must pay or the other one does not pay.
Mwalimu usiseme somebody. It's not a rule, men.
Yes. But let there be gifts. Let me tell you, love cannot survive unless it is expressed. Learn the language of love in the other person. My wife loves flowers. I used to struggle to buy flowers. Today I buy a lot more. I have even planted at home. By all means, give out gifts. I got another question. I think I'll deal with all my questions, then we go like this up to the end. Instead, you wanted to say something on that gift, Pastor?
Hapo mahali umezungumzia about gift. Nasema hivi, treat me as a king, I treat you as a queen.
Some are not like that.
Men, don't spend money on somebody who is not spending on you. You spend na yeye ana spend. Mkienda outing, analipa Uber, unalipa lunch.
Pastor, kuna mtu anakukemea hapo. Kuna mtu anakukemea huko.
Mtu ananikemea nishindwe. Siwezi shindwa.
Hatushindwi.
Treat me as a king, I treat you as a queen. Thank you.
Pastor, what you've said is important. Let me tell you, men, listen to me. Wanaume, one of the ways of knowing that a lady loves you, it is a law of womanhood to nurture. If a woman only takes from you, run away.
Rudia mwalimu.
Thank me later. A woman who loves you will surprise you in her level of earning. Hata kama nakununulia slippers. Question number 2. You say something on this one.
I think on that question for the ladies, I would want to say, it is safe that you are not taken out to places that you cannot afford to pay by yourself. So when you're being taken out, just inquire where you're going and ask yourself, am I able to afford this? Don't order everything you're seeing on the menu, including things that you don't understand. Then if the conversation changes and you're asked to pay for the bill, you suddenly start looking perturbed. So always carry money that in case things have gone wrong and you're in disagreement with the man, you can pay for your bill and pay his too and live there with your dignity.
Amen. Usiende out pila pesa mfukoni.
Questions za mwisho. They are the two last one. Instead of knowing each other's salary, How about they just split the bills accordingly to each person's capability? Or are there specific bills for husbands and others small bills for wife? Is it wise to go equal on the bills? What do you think? Okay, I want to answer this because this is a marriage question. Again, there is the wisdom of knowing where to dispense what information. However, when you get married, when you combine your incomes, you combine your expenses, you combine your goals. That is the principle that our family works on. You will set up your family according to the principles you know and run it in the way you like. The last question is not really a question, is there was a question on Britam. I think it's important for you to know, or there is somebody from ICA, you can take his number or her number and reach out, so that insurance policies are important. You insure things that are important. 0726 121 462. Lastly, from me, before we get our final words from each of us, I'd like you to know that if you begin with a mindset of investment to multiply your opportunity, to multiply the little you earn, you can make a change in your life in your time. Let me say this while standing. If you start saving 2,000 shillings from age 20 to 40 every month in an account I will mention to you when I finish, by age 40, you will have 1.5 million shillings just at 10% interest. Albert Einstein said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who know it earn it. Those who don't know it, those who don't understand it, they pay it. Between 20 to 40, you can earn 1.5 million. It might not look so much, but if you have a wedding, it might sort you out. But wait, if you leave the amount in your account, not adding any more money, at age 65, you will have 18 million shillings just by compounding interest at 10%. If you continue with 2K onwards to 65 years old, you will have 22,000. You can do that math for yourself. But if you change your saving from 2K to 10K at age 40, and you keep the money like that all the way to age 65, you will have 35 million in your account. Question: what could you do with 35 million at age 65? You could go to Runda, buy a plot. That is how people make decisions from today. They keep on it. Now, I have lately found that people of our age, young people, don't know how to use saving instruments. I found a good circle that can help you do what I've just said. It is called Mombo Circle. I talk about it because I have saved there. I have seen how versatile. You can just take your phone, download the Mombo app. It's called MOBO. You can save from the comfort of your house. And if you use my code, which I will give you, you will gain certain privileges. If you use 128282 to join, you will gain privileges that are given only to me. Friends, what more can we say? May God bless you. For those of you who want to reach out to us, our numbers, I'll give both my number and Daktari will give her number, 0705. If you missed it, if you missed the monetize your passion, you want to join, the number is 0705 693939. May God bless you. One word from
Allow me to thank you for allowing us to share with you today. It's a real privilege to spend the day with you and to learn from one another. We are truly, truly grateful. We have much more of these lessons in our books. You can order from our website, www.dandy.com. And we do have physical books, and on the 24th of this month, we have our latest book. This is a book we've enjoyed writing for the last 2 years on matters money inside relationships. It's called Riches and Relationships. You can feel free to get your copy online. And should you have questions, should you need follow-up, we are available. You can find us online. Personally, my number is 0702 250 009. I am a medical doctor by profession. I'm a consultant physician. So some of you may want to reach out for your medical needs and book your appointments. To the rest of the speakers, My number is 0702-250-009. And I was thanking also the rest of the speakers for the privilege to share this pulpit with you and learn from you. God bless you and keep you.
Thank you, nami nashukuru kwa kunipa wakati niweze kuzungumza kwenu. Guests wenzangu, may God bless you kwa kukubali tuweze kushirikiana. Ukinihitaji, my name is Pastor Nyang'ate Junior. Nyang'ate Junior. Ukitafuta Joel Nyangoka huwezi nipata. Nyang'ate Junior TikTok. Nyang'ate Junior Instagram, LinkedIn, na services zangu zote ziko hapo. YouTube, Facebook, niko hapo. Ukikimbia hapo utanipata. May God bless you. Wale mnasikiza Citizen Radio, tukutane saa 11 asubuhi. Wale tunakutana Egesa, tukutane 4:30 in the morning. May God bless you. Namba yangu ya simu 0715 551577.
Get the point. Take a step forward.